This is part 2 of the 3-part series, how most career and job search advice actually gaslights underrepresented professionals. And today we're looking at the problem that most career and job search advice, business advice for that matter, has the underlying assumption of a level playing field when we know that the playing field is in fact anything but level. My name's Shauna and I want to help you get the job of your dreams no matter your race or where you're from. And I made this video series to empower underrepresented job seekers to challenge the status quo and to challenge the advice that they're consuming online. For anyone who's a member of an underrepresented group, you know for a fact that the playing field is not level. Just ask Ketanji Brown Jackson. This leads underrepresented job seekers to make the reasonable conclusion, if they follow the expert advice that is given, that they will receive the outcomes that are promised by said expert advice. But because the underlying assumption is that everything's cool and level, that advice is never going to work in the same way for someone who is a member of an underrepresented group. In fact, the advice is probably completely invalid because it doesn't consider the unique challenges. Just think about Hazem. Hazem did not know that maybe what he looked like, his name, where he's from, was actually impacting his ability to get an interview. That was from part 1. You can check out that video if you go back on my feed. You are a unique human being, and underrepresented professionals go through the advice, read it, but please always take it with a grain of salt. Look at who's giving the advice, look who got the results, and then look at yourself. Are we the same? Maybe, maybe not. The next time you see an expert out there telling you follow this framework and you will get this result, call BS on it. Anyone who's going to tell you if you do these 5 things, you will get this result is lying. So you and I could do the exact same thing and have really, really different outcomes because the world is complex and human beings are complex. As an underrepresented job seeker, the same rules do not apply to you. You face extra challenges like discrimination and bias in your job search. Yet those things are never discussed in the mainstream career advice. Those challenges are never acknowledged, let alone are you ever given a tip or a tactic on how to work against them in your job search. That's why I'm here. Okay, so that was part 2 on how most mainstream career advice actually gaslights the underrepresented job seeker. If you want to check out part 3, make sure you follow and hit the notification bell so you see when I post that. Part 3, we're gonna look at stuff you can actually do to overcome some of the unfairness that you face in your job search that nobody talks about. Thank you for watching. Peace out.